Der ist angespielt worden, also er und der andere ist angespielt. Der Dugang heisst der, das ist angespielt worden. Dann haben sie es aufgenommen, weil sie verletzt sind oder so, oder halt am Sterben ist sie wieder aussetzen. Dann haben sie es wieder aussetzen und es ist nicht gegangen, also nicht mehr dazu gekommen. Okay. Dann haben sie es halt aufgenommen. Wer ist der Rat? Jetzt noch Haare.
Also, das ist sehr viel.
Haare? Ja, das ist es.
Also, was hilft das nicht? Was wird nur
Surface to bread, 6 to 8 minutes.
Warum der ist so riesig, der groß?
Ich glaube, das ist eine riesige Wurst. Ich habe noch nie so einen fetten Fisch gesehen. Ich glaube, das ist ein Säugetier, wenn er muss atmen. Ja, voll. Ja,
I give me a high five.
Look, they're being weighed. How long does it last for? That's very pretty, isn't it? A dirty fish. Fine fish.
swordfish. I'll just spin us around, get us in a good position, get some good photos. Now the swordfish is not a shark. You know what it is? It's actually a type of ray.
Right?
Ray. The way you can tell is the gills of a shark are on the side. The gills of a ray are underneath. So the gills of the ray are underneath their body. So the swordfish is actually a type of ray. Now they have that modified rostrum and it's covered in teeth known as denticles or dentation. Now the skin of sharks and rays is covered in teeth. This helps them be streamlined through the body. So if you rub one way, they're really smooth. If you rub the other way, it's actually quite rough. And they used to use shark skin as sandpaper for a long time because of how rough it was. So those are modified teeth on that rostrum, and they use the rostrum in two ways. One, to defend themselves from large predators, and two, to find their food. To defend themselves, they just swing it wildly from side to side and hope to scare anything off. They live up in the Northern Territory in rivers and out into the open ocean where there are saltwater crocodiles and large sharks like tiger sharks. If I was swimming in the waters with saltwater crocodiles, I'd want something like a large sword to protect myself as well. To find their food, they use that rostrum like a metal detector. Sharks and rays can detect electrical pulses in the water, things like muscles moving, hearts beating, give off electrical signals. They can pick up on those. But when they find their food, they just bludgeon it up and down. At no point do they use their saw for cutting. Despite what you might see on cartoons, it doesn't spin wildly and they hack through whatever they want. It's purely just as a bludgeoning, sharp bludgeoning weapon. Now, I should probably ask, before we get too much further, is anybody here afraid of sharks?
Yeah.
Yeah? No?
No, I'm not in the water.
So if you end up in life, you're a little bit worried? Oh well, we're going to have a little bit of fun then. Does anybody know, on average, per year, worldwide, how many people die from shark bites? Not many. What's not many? 30? 30? 40? Less than 20.
2.
Bit more than 2. Australia's average is almost 0.
Zero.
5.
The worldwide average is 5. Now, coconuts falling from trees kill 6 people per year. Vending machines kill 9 people per year. And lightning kills 12 people per year. On the flip side, does anyone know how many sharks are getting killed by people each year? No. Conservative estimates, so if everyone is telling us what they're doing, is 70 million. We believe 73 million sharks are getting killed for their fins alone each year for shark fin soup. So it's probably closer to the 100 million. So I've got some really good news. If you are afraid of sharks, all you need to do is wait 10 years.
There's no law.
Most large sharks will be extinct. So there'll be nothing left to worry about. Except the total collapse of the world's oceans, which I'm sure isn't that big an issue. Everybody likes swimming with sea jellies, yes? Jellyfish, good fun to swim with?
No.
No. Because that's all that'll be left in the ocean, just jellies everywhere. Now, the sharks we have in the tank, we have 5 species of shark. We have the grey reef shark, Bruiser, which is our dominant shark. We then have a couple of white-tip reef sharks and black-tip reef sharks. Now, these 3 sharks have teeth that are designed for holding. They actually can't chew chunks out of their food. They have to swallow their food whole. And they're only eating bits of fish that are about this big. So they don't pose a threat to us. The other two sharks, we have Brian, our zebra shark, and some bamboo sharks in here. They have teeth that are designed for crushing. So eat things like crabs and octopus that they find in the seafloor. If I were to stick my hand inside Brian's mouth, it would be kind of like getting my hand caught in a door. It would hurt. But I get my hand back and I go to people, hey, look at my shark bite. And they look at me like I'm kind of crazy. There's pretty much nothing there. They don't pose a threat to us at all. Of the close to 500 different species of shark found globally, only 6 of them can actually fatally wound us. So that's just over 1%. Of those 6, 3 of them are mainly out in the open ocean. So you tend not to come in contact with them unless your boat sinks or your plane crashes, in which case you've got a bit more to worry about than just a shark. Of the other 3, great whites and tiger sharks are very curious animals. Now, they don't have arms and hands to pick us up to look at us. So much like little kids, everything ends up in their mouth. So they'll come up and take a bite. Realize we're something that they don't want to eat, and then they leave. Unfortunately, they're so big, we just take an arm or a leg with them. But if they wanted to eat us, we wouldn't be able to make it back to shore without that arm or a leg. In fact, most of us going swimming in the first place wouldn't be making it back if those types of animals wanted to eat us. Tiger sharks turn up on the beach when turtles are laying their eggs. Great whites turn up when seals are having their pups. They know where their food is. They know when it's going to be there. We're not it. If sharks were eating people, people wouldn't be swimming in the ocean. It'd be that simple. Or if we were swimming in the ocean, we'd be a lot better at the Olympics in the pool. Much quicker through the water. Now that leaves bull sharks, which are probably the most dangerous shark. Bull shark. You know a bull shark? The reason the bull shark is so dangerous is because it can come all the way up into fresh water and hunt in about 30 centimeters of water. They're actually used to taking animals like dogs, kangaroos, horses and cattle. So from a shark's perspective, there's not a lot of difference between us and these animals. Now, having said bull sharks, the most dangerous shark, the tracking data that we had in our shark tunnel showed us that there were 11 tagged bull sharks. So 11 that we know of. There could have been plenty more. Swimming outside in the Sydney Harbour, Parramatta River area, on a stray day in 2011. Now, if you have any ideas how many people go swimming on a stray day? A lot. Yeah, usually everyone who can, so thousands, if not tens of thousands of people in the water. Would anyone like to have a guess as to how many shark attacks there were on a stray day in 2011?
10.
So you can see how dangerous sharks really are. Now, when I say the word shark attack, what do you think of? Although if you are waiting a bit, pass it up to the other. Have a go.
That's on mine.
Alright, I'll just give you a grab a seat. And make sure your clip's on. All right, gonna start heading back. Now, if you believe me, hopefully you do, sharks aren't all that dangerous. There's a lot worse out there. Does anyone know what Australia's most dangerous animal is in terms of deaths per year, excluding humans?
Spider?
It's not
Snake?
any type of spider, it's not any type of snake.
Jellyfish.
Not a jelly. Not a crocodile. Crocodiles kill as many people globally as sharks. Unfortunately, there seems to be more crocodiles in Australia than anywhere else. Now, on the topic of crocodiles, 90% of attacks that happen from crocodiles happen within 100 meters of a sign saying, warning, crocodiles. So we don't just put them up for fun. Any other guesses? So I can tell you? Kangaroos. If you include car accidents caused by, kangaroos are at the top. Jumping in front of cars, causing car accidents. Now, if you remove car accidents, which, let's be fair, it's often our fault, we're not travelling fast or at safe speed or paying attention to what's going on around us. Bees. Bees are at the top. Bees, wasps and hornets. Second, dogs. Third is horses. Horse. Fourth is cattle. So that means we actually have to be very thankful to bull sharks. Because bull sharks are eating dogs, kangaroos, horses, and cattle. And keeping us safe from all of these super deadly animals. So chompers is actually the dominant animal in the tank. Even more so than Bruiser, the grey reef shark. When we feed the animals, we feed all the small sharks at one end, chompers and the sawfish at the other end. Because we don't want them fighting each other for food. And if we didn't do it that way, chompers would eat everything else and the sharks would miss out. Anyway, just come to a stop, so I'm going to spin us around quickly, have a look at Brian. Now, as I mentioned, Brian is our zebra shark. So what colour should he be?
Black and white.
Black and white. Yeah, striped like a zebra. There's his tail.
This is zebra.
This is Brian, our zebra shark. What colour is he?
Some of us like ash.
I'm pretty sure he's got spots. So he's a zebra shark.
This is shark.
That's a shark. Yeah. A zebra shark with spots.
Zebra shark.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, there's
Yeah?
really mine.
Why do you think that makes sense?
I don't think it does.
When they're first born,